After centuries of exploring the galaxy, finding only war with ourselves, we abandoned our quest for intelligent life and returned to where we belonged, Earth. Resigned to a solitary existence, we architected a flawless civilization, a harmonious union between mankind and its intelligent creations. Perfection was our new quest. Until we heard a signal, an echo of the past. The signal has drawn us back into the far reaches of charted space, to the planet Ecosystem 09. Uncovering more than we prepared for, our expedition must resurrect the weapons from our past in order to survive and contain the forces that could threaten the entirety of human civilization. At the heart of every human base is the core. More than a headquarters, it is the seat of control for the human commander, as well as the central power source for the entire base. While this limits our ability to expand our base, it does not limit our ability to harvest catalyst. Harvesters are able to provide steady streams of catalyst from the edges of the battlefield. While our supply lines may be vulnerable, the central base is not. Part structure, part soldier. Our sentinels protect the core. Anti-heavy sentinels are the backbone of our defenses. Their turret cannons are highly effective at piercing through armor and shredding ground troops at short distances. For longer range defense, we have artillery sentinels. Anti-air sentinels provide protection against enemy aircraft, and detector sentinels expose cloaked or invisible enemy units. Our self-powered energy walls define the perimeter of our domain. These walls use an intelligent force field that distinguishes between friend and foe. This permits our forces to shoot and move through freely while blocking enemy movement and fire. New to the human arsenal is our latest teleportation technology. While never before utilized on the battlefield, teleportation allows us to reconfigure the base design by transporting structures anywhere on the power grid. This allows us to reconfigure infrastructure or our defenses as the battlefield changes. Our teleportation technology is not just limited to moving buildings. Our line-of-sight teleporter is a special structure that allows us to instantly teleport a select number of units to any visible location on the battlefield. To establish and maintain air superiority, each offensive aircraft requires the construction of an air pad that refuels and rearms. Resurrected from our warring past, our drones are far from relics. The trident and revolver are the primary armaments in our forces. Quick and fast to produce, they can outnumber and overwhelm the battlefield. The trident excels at taking punishment, while the revolver's 3 turrets dish it out. Next is the Gladius, our main battle tank. Perfected over decades of interplanetary warfare, the Gladius's armor and powerful cannons make it a good all-purpose ground unit. Its 360-degree turret provides independent movement and targeting. For scouting and covert ops, we send out daggers. Equipped with advanced sensor and cloaking technology, these small drones can detect hidden units while remaining invisible. Protecting our forces from air assaults is the longbow. Unleashing a deadly spray of projectiles ensures the skies remain clear of enemy aircraft. For long-range fire support, we have the howitzer. This mobile artillery platform devastates enemies by shelling them with high-explosive landmines. Mines that do not find a target remain active for a short period, increasing their effectiveness in the presence of large forces. Our strongest ground unit is the Lancer. Powered by a plasma stellarator, the Lancer's beam intensifies as it remains focused on a target. This is particularly devastating to enemy structures. With unit production centralized in the base, aircraft serve a special function to the human battle force, rapidly able to mobilize and reach across the battlefield. The Monitor is a reconnaissance aircraft designed for finding and reporting on enemy positions. Although it has no armaments, Its long-range vision is an extremely effective weapon on the battlefield. For heavy ground assault, we have the Scimitar, suited for eliminating large clusters of enemy forces. And then we have the Scythe, our most versatile aircraft. Their directional cannons can assault ground troops into submission, as well as destroy enemy aircraft. While our drones battle at the command of our human controllers, there comes a time when a human is needed on the battlefield. Slowly and intricately assembled, the Alpha Fighter is the ultimate union of man and machine. Able to store inflicted damage and turn it against those who oppose it, the Alpha is the final voice in battle. We came in pursuit of knowledge, but what we discovered is that knowledge is not enough. If this threat is to be contained, humanity must confront its past and return to the seat of command. This war ends here.
Created by human engineers centuries ago, the GU was a system of self-replicating nanobots designed to explore interstellar space by traveling through microscopic wormholes, or keyholes as they're called. Officially known as the Pathfinder probe, the GU was our key to charting the galaxy. Over nearly 2 centuries, the GU successfully discovered 8 new habitable worlds, but failed to find what we sought most: intelligent life. Deemed too costly, the program was terminated and the GU was left to expire in the depths of space. Or so we had thought. The GU has now re-emerged and found its way to Ecosystem 9. It appears to have altered its directive and evolved into something different than we designed. Its new goals are unclear. I believe it may be here to gather resources on its way back to Earth. We may very well have created the weapon of our own destruction. Unlike our forces and those of the beta life form, the GU have no central commander and no base of operation. Instead, they maintain large formless masses that we call mothers. These function as hubs to harvest resources and replicate. The more catalyst they consume, the larger they get. As they increase in size, they are able to spawn smaller protean masses and other mothers. Formless GU may be slow, but it is highly mobile. It is able to traverse almost any landscape, allowing it to escape when discovered and to circumvent our base's defenses. A word of caution: formless GU is not defenseless. Composed of countless nanobots, it will molecularly disassemble any unit or building it contacts. We will need to maintain a safe distance as we engage. As we are observing, the GU has become extremely aggressive. Left unmonitored in the depths of space, it has evolved its specialized units from exploration devices into machines of war. The simplest of these units is the Drover. Originally designed to survey terrain, they are now capable of firing a blast of deadly projectiles. They are small, but they are very dangerous in large groups. Once a bioscanner, the Striders are now the main weapon of the GU force. They assemble quickly and have a plasma projectile effective at puncturing armored units. The GU's most powerful direct attack units are the Destructors. They are large, durable, and, as engineered, extremely effective at destroying hardened structures with their powerful plasma cannon. Designed to traverse extreme terrain, the Crescent has evolved into the GU's long-range artillery unit. They have the ability to fling small, unformed balls of GU over long distances. These projectiles explode on contact and have large, corrosive areas of effect. Adhering to its original purpose to provide shelter to units in harsh planetary environments, the Bastion has no offensive capabilities, but it does have a tremendous capacity for absorbing our assaults and blocking our line of sight. It is, in essence, a walking fortress wall. The GU has no flight capabilities that we are currently aware of. However, the Tempest, originally engineered as an atmospheric monitoring unit, is capable of destroying any aerial threats within its range. For scouting and battlefield observation, the Radiant is designed with omnidirectional sensors to see for long distances and over high terrain. Mobile radio towers, these units can be upgraded to employ stealth technology as well as detect it. Another highly specialized unit is the Dweller. Designed to endure the harshest of planetary climates, these burrowing units have evolved into mobile landmines. If we get too close, they explode, dispensing not only damage, but releasing small protean units capable of quickly forming into additional units. The GU evolving beyond its programming is not entirely unexpected. When the program was active, size restrictions were enforced for fear of emergent behaviors. Since being abandoned, these fears have been manifested in what we are calling the Purger. The largest single mass of protean GU, the Purger is capable of not only consuming everything in its path, but also subverting the ground beneath us, undermining our defenses and obliterating our forces. The Purger is truly a force of nature, and appropriately named. Aggressive, elusive, and very adaptable, the GU is an adversary like no other I've encountered. With a roar that echoes through the stars, it is a monster not of our design, but of our creation. If we do not stop it here, there may be no stopping it at all.